Financial Analyst Nnaemeka Obiaraeri joins us now to share his thoughts on this. Thank you for joining us on the news.
Thank you for having me.
Now, it is said that this raise is to cover some exigencies that wasn't reflected initially in the budget. But I wonder if this is necessary, looking at the fact that the finance minister had said that we have a revenue generation problem.
Actually, it's not surprising. This budget is actually a budget that is intended to take care of less than 0.5% of Nigerians, those in the civil service and the political class. Budget of 10.3 trillion, 10.5 trillion, 10.7 trillion, whichever number they decide to take. If you look at the budget headlines, you will discover that 4.88 trillion was earmarked to take care of non-debt recurrent expenditure.
Absolutely.
2.72 trillion for debt servicing. 7.6 trillion naira was actually marked out to take care of recurrent expenditure, taking care of the welfare and profligacy of the political class and less than 1 million civil servants, and then servicing the debt incurred to fund their consumption. Right. And if you look at it critically, if you look at from the revenue side, we project to earn about 2.6 trillion from crude oil sales. So you discover that every dime that we earn from crude oil sales, every dime we earn from raising taxes and VAT on the rest of 198 million Nigerians, every dime we earned from customs collections are actually spent taking care of less than 0.5% of our population, the political class and civil servants. That is the kind of fiscal deformity that stares us in the face. That is the kind of budgeting that we are running. That's the kind of economy we are running. An economy that foils and engenders extreme poverty. We are spending whole revenue.
And the implication? The
implication is that poverty will deepen. See, capital expenditure, 2.46 trillion, and we are going to borrow to cover it. Currently, we have a debt servicing problem. We have a revenue problem. To be honest with you, and if you look at the oil and gas side, they've projected output to be 2.3 million barrels a day, pricing at $60. I don't want to even address the output because currently we are producing about 2.09 million barrels a day.
And the volatility of the markets.
Of course, even at that, even assuming that we earn everything, now look at it. That simply means we'll be earning $44 billion from crude oil, $39 billion from crude oil sales, if all things work as we planned it. Now, there is something that we've not yet, analyzed. $39 billion from crude oil sales, but the only thing that will come into the variation account is 5 trillion naira. And if you divide, it's about 15 trillion. Now, if you look at the cost of production, the cost of extracting a barrel of the crude oil is $20. So, if you remove the cost of production, all right, if you look at the amount of money that comes to the federal government from royalties, from petroleum profit tax and everything, it's about 89% of the $26 billion remaining. Sure. If you add the sales revenues, the returns that we receive from the NLG gases, we're talking about $30 billion. If we earn $30 billion and the only thing that comes into the variation account is 5 trillion, where is the remaining 5 trillion naira? Nobody's asking that question.
All right, we have to leave it at this point. A very pertinent question you just asked. Nnaemeka Obiaraeri, Financial Analyst. Thank you for your time on the news.
You're welcome.